Hello, it's Don. All right, today we're working on the red truck. We're working on an '06 Silverado. So what we got here is a little fuel problem. I live out in the country here, and every once in a while I get visited by some vermin. So I started the truck the other day, and I said, I smell gas. And then I look underneath there, it's spraying out everywhere. So some vermin have eaten the fuel line off the top of my tank. I figured that out already. So I got some other things to do in here. My vents in the back of the cab need to be replaced. They're leaking. Water comes in when it rains, so that's not good. Obviously, I got to fix the fuel lines. I could prop up one side of the bed, maybe and do it, but I'm just going to pull the bed up. It's not that hard as you would think it would be. Gas camp's got to be released. There's a little pull plug right here. Matter of fact, we'll do that right now. See if we can get the shot. This is pretty easy stuff. It's not near involved like you think it is. It's just one of those things you got to do. So we got a little pull plug here. I got my little panel popper tool. You can do this with a screwdriver, whatever. You got to pull the center loose on it without messing up your truck. When they haven't been out in 16 years, it's not that easy. There you go. So I pulled the center out, and then the whole plug comes out. And then I got these two number 27 torque spits at the top. See if that's getting at. There we go. Pop those two out. And this is gonna, all there is to the filler neck here, this whole assembly is gonna stay with the truck. There's really not very much connected to the bed. Probably fall down in there a little bit when I get this last screw out, we'll see. Should have got my portable drill for that. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so that's just flopping around in there now. So that's loose, that's free. Alright, next job is under the truck. This is where you can see I put on my cheaters so I can see anyways, but you don't want to do this without some safety glasses on, just because whenever you start using the air hammer underneath this truck, dirt's going to come raining down. It's going to fall in your eyes. You're going to be miserable. So there's not much going on under here. Let's see what we got. So let's see here, if we can see up here. I'm not sure, but there's one of the bed bolts right there. I think there's 4 that run down the frame rail. This back one, they make a slot where you can get through there to reach it with an extended socket. But somebody, when they put this hitch on, they've half covered that hole, so I'll have to take the hitch off just so I can get to that one. Make it a little easier. And then right up here we got these plug junctions going in the back. This goes up to the tail lights. That's all this does. You just squeeze on that tab to release it, and they're color coded. See, this one's black plug. You can't go wrong when you put it back on. There's that blue one. That's not even with the bed. I don't have to take that off. Okay, so this white one goes up to the bed the other side. Let's release that. There we go. Okay, there's my 2 bed wires. I think that's it. So now we just got to go down the impact wrench. See if you can see some of these a little easier. Here, like right here. These are just from these bed supports. These just screw right in. There's 1, 2. I think there's 4 per side. Let's see. There's one way up in the middle there. No, there's not one there, but there's one here and one at the back. So we got 4 per side. So we're going to take those out, and that's all that's holding that bed in alignment. And then I'll get my motor hoist. I'll put some straps across on the back, on the front. And I'll get my motor hoist this whole thing up, and then just back it up off of here. Then I'll have plenty of room to work. That's all there is to taking the bed off a pickup truck. It's if you have 2 people, see, after I lift this thing up, somebody to hold the bed so it don't swing around on you. I'll probably pull the tailgate off. That'll make it a little lighter. Tailgates are easy to come off. Just open it up, get it on an angle. I don't want to do this with nobody here to help me. Let's see if we can set the camera down and do it. You pop that cable off. about to get a handful of it here. Pop the cable off the other side. One of these is slotted. The one on the right is slotted. So I'm going to take it and lift it up about 45 degrees. I'm going to take it off that slot. There you go. I'm free. I'm going to slide it off that end. I got my bed off, my tailgate. Okay, we're back on the job. Got 3 bolts out of the hitch. I got one left, so I put the jack underneath there so it doesn't fall on me. And let's go ahead and get that last one out. Then the hitch will be down. There's only 4 bolts hold that in place. Only 4. Some of the factory hitches have a couple bolts that go up into the bumper. This is not a factory, this is an add-on. Maybe one day I'll change it, but it's not hurting anything in the meanwhile. Well, that should have come loose. You know what that means? There's a nut plate in the frame up there and the bolt's spinning in it. So when they put this thing on, they over torqued it and spun the bolt in the nut plate. So that means I'm going to be here for a while. Too long, maybe a half an hour getting this thing out. Oh my God, something so simple. Well, there it goes. You don't need to watch me work and suffer for half an hour or so. We'll get back when there's better things going on. Wow, did I get lucky with that. Actually, I got a pry bar behind that, between the hitch and the frame, and pried down on it when I was running the impact and got that to pop out of there. I got it loose in about 3 minutes. Oh my God, I just thought, well, that was one of those last bolts that takes 3 hours. Anyway, so what we got now, we got the 4 bolts on either side of the bed. I don't think there's enough room for us to climb underneath there, and you guys know how to take off bolts, but here we go. We're going to do it. We're going to need a short extension, a long extension for the different applications. Here's my short one. Don't need a lot of tools to do this. Like I said, here's my number 27 for taking out the fuel cover. Pop it. You don't even need one of them panel tools. You don't have to have it. Here's my number 19. I needed that to take the hitch off, and a 3/4, half American, half metric. However that worked out, I don't know. You need a long extension and a short extension. The long one's going to go up through the back of the frame to reach those back bolts. I'm going to do those right now. And you need something to wear for safety glasses so all that dirt don't rain down on you. But the only place you need the long one is right here in the back. So we're gonna tackle that right now. See what we can get done here. Right through here. It should show through pretty good if the sun ain't shining in it, on it, whatever. But we have to go up through this access hole to get to that one bolt, and the hitch was in the way of that one. That's why we had to take the hitch down. The one and only reason. I'm using this Milwaukee impact wrench. This thing makes life really good. I don't have to run it here with hoses and all. I'm fighting all that stuff. The only thing is, it is a little heavy. I will attest to that. Let's see what we got here. Number 18, here we go. Just that. That's all there is to it. It's just a bolt that runs up there. That's it. The next one, once again, there's a slot in the frame where you put your wrench right through. And that's one of the drop down bolts they use for the hitch. I'll get that out of the way. And I can run this one straight up through. I mean, if you had to, you could do it with a open end wrench or something, but it'd be miserable. I mean, how easy is that? That's just as easy as it gets. We'll get that out of the way. Let's go to the front. I think there's just 2 in the back. Oh, 2 in the back, 2 in the front. Nice little roll around cart's nice to have too. Okay, what we got here? Oh yeah, here we go. These are way up here. You don't have to go through any holes or anything. They're accessible. But I'll keep the extension on there just because it makes it easy to get to. See it way up that channel. This one's a little tighter. Put a little grease on them when we put them back in. It's years of getting to them. Then I got another one. My paint job there, huh? Got another one right up over here. Look at there. I should have tried that before. Alright. Oh, we got all four off on this side. That wasn't too bad. I'll go do the other side. You don't need to keep watching, and we'll come back when I have the hoist hooked up. We'll show you how we pull this thing off. See ya. Okay, here we go. We get the 8-bed bolts out. We got the fill screws out. We've got the 2 wires unplugged that went up to the tail lights. I think that's it. I hope so. So I got my motor lift run up underneath. I got some heavy straps forward and back and a chain in between. And my thought is that I can adjust the weight if I have to. I can move that chain forward and back a little bit if I have to make or break tongue weight. I put a couple of sheets of plywood between the bed and the truck in case it wants to slide forward. And the proper way to do this would have somebody here helping you steady in the bed and doing all that. But when you work alone, you got to do what you got to do. So in this case, don't laugh at me, laugh with me, because we're going to make this happen. We're getting this bed off. So let's see what happens here. I got nothing to lose. I mean, it ain't going to go nowhere. So I'm going to start cranking on this jack and let's see what happens here. A little bit too far, I'd say. What we got here? My light wires. All looking good. If I put another strap on these corners, I can pull that back down. I don't want to keep setting it up and down. I think it would mess something up, so we're going to pull it down with the ratchet straps. Working. Okay, going up. That. All right, I'm smiling. It worked. We didn't destroy the bed. Haven't broke anything yet. Seems to be okay. I'll set that down on some timber. Look over here. There's where the wasps kept going in and out of. And somewhere, one of these hoses, it was actually the high pressure line. I'll have to find it. It's where the vermin chewed it. We'll find it. We'll find it. We'll take care of it. I stuck my hand up there earlier and felt it, and we'll clean up things while we're underneath here and try to make it nice. It's an older truck, but it's never been on a salted road. It's in good shape. So there we go. That just came out. Stayed here with the truck. Right here. Bed's off. So don't be afraid to pull your bed off if you need to. Just make sure you don't have any extra. Sometimes they got extra ground wires and whatnot. But you just make sure you look around. But you know, on this one, 8 bolts on the entire frame, 4 on each side, and that was it. You just got to get to them. All right. Thanks for joining me.